If you're dreaming of paradise beaches, delicious food, and epic adventures, you can make all of that happen here in Thailand, and it doesn't have to cost a fortune. So how much will a 1 month stay in Thailand actually cost? Well, I don't want to waste anyone's time. If you're just here for that number, I can tell you can definitely make it happen with between 1,400 and 1,500 US dollars. And that includes everything you need for an epic adventure. So we're talking food, accommodation, domestic flights, ride-sharing apps, nights out, scooter rentals. And remember, this is a flexible budget, so you can definitely spend a lot less than the numbers I will be presenting today. But even with some splurges, Thailand remains a budget-friendly paradise. By the way, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome to Gringo Nation, and I believe that travel isn't just a vacation, it's a lifestyle. It's been a huge part of my life in the last 10 years when I've solo traveled the globe, and it has shaped me in unimaginable ways. And that's exactly why I created this channel, to help people like you have transformative experiences while you travel and also rewrite your life story, making it a book worth reading, you know? Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about how much you will need for accommodation here in Thailand. If you want to mingle with some fellow travelers and meet new people, you should definitely stay at a hostel. That will cost you between $10 to $20. I have found beds in dorm rooms here for as low as $4, but of course if you pay something like that, you will be sacrificing quality. And if you are craving a little more privacy or you need to work just like me, then I definitely suggest getting an Airbnb, and that will cost you an average of about $20 per night for a one bedroom. Of course, we have to talk about the food as well, and that's where Thailand truly shines. You can get a delicious meal here for $2 to $3. And even if you want to go a little fancier and spend, let's say, $8, that will definitely not break the bank either when you're looking to splurge a little. Let me give you an example with three kinds of travelers. A budget traveler could easily survive on like $6 a day maybe if you prioritize some local eats and street food. A comfortable traveler with like $10 a day can kind of do a mixture of local foods with some fancy Western restaurant meals. But if you're feeling a little fancy and you want to splurge a little, you should allocate maybe $15 a day to have those really special culinary experiences. But if you're like me and you're truly looking to cut costs right now, you can probably do food here in Thailand for about $150 a month. I've probably spent between that and $200. Now let's talk about transportation. If you really want to feel that freedom on two wheels, cruise down the coast and explore some ancient temples maybe, you can get your own scooter. That monthly rental will cost around $70. If you're like me and you didn't want to risk getting fined because you don't have a Thai driver's license, I relied solely on Grab and Bolt here in Thailand. Those are the two main ride-sharing apps here, and a ride costs between like $1.50 to $2, so that definitely doesn't break the bank either. It is low season now in Thailand, so the domestic flights are probably a little cheaper. I took 2 domestic flights during my 3 months here in Thailand, and I think in total I spent between $80 to $90. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, the money. And here in Thailand, cash is king and queen. You are gonna need cash for a lot of your transactions, especially street food and for buying souvenirs at the market. A lot of restaurants also are cash only. Let me give you a quick rundown of the notes here in Thailand. The ones you will be seeing the most are probably the 20, which is this green one. You will also be seeing a lot of the red notes, which are the 100 baht notes. You will also be seeing a lot of the 1,000 baht notes, which are close to $30. There are 2 other notes that I don't have with me right now, and they're also a little less frequent, which is probably why I don't have them. That is the 50 baht note and also the 500 baht note. Here are a few quick tips for you to save some cash here in Thailand. Every time you get money out here in Thailand, you will probably pay a 200 baht fee. So that means you really want to maximize the amount of money you get out of each withdrawal. And I'm pretty sure the limit is around 5,000 baht, and that's how much I take out every single time. In terms of bargaining at the markets, I find Thailand to have some pretty fair prices, and it's not like in other countries like Egypt where the starting price they give you is just absurd and you have to cut it in half and kind of go from there. In here they will probably give you a higher price, but then you can just, depending on how much stuff you're buying, you can ask for a discount. Like the other day I bought a shirt at a market and they started at $350, and because I was only buying one item I got them down to $300. But maybe if I were buying more items, then I could ask for a bigger discount. So my advice here in Thailand is to just be friendly, have fun with it, and you will most likely reach a decent price very quickly. As far as tipping goes here in Thailand, it is definitely not mandatory. They do not expect that from you. But if you got like fantastic service and you do want to leave some baht behind, that's fine too. And of course, we cannot talk about Thailand without mentioning 7-Eleven. Now, if you want to have a cheap, decent meal at 7-Eleven, or if you want to just grab a beer, each of those things will probably cost you under $2, maybe $1.60 or so. And remember, when you are paying for things at 7-Eleven, if you want to use your credit card, make sure that your purchase is above 200 baht or else you will have to pay in cash. So sometimes it's worth getting a few extra items and just paying on card so you don't spend your cash that you pay fees to get out. Now, as I stated, I just spent 3 months in Thailand. Tomorrow I'm heading out to Malaysia. So I recorded a lot of videos here. I'm gonna leave my Thailand playlist right here. And surely there are lots of things that will help you on your trip to Thailand. So just click on that playlist and I'll see you right over there in 3, 2, 1.